Autumn is the time of harvest and of gathering together. As we move forward towards the future in an ever-changing world, we are inspired with the knowledge of a rekindled American spirit, a spirit that has given us the strength for healing. Part of that healing process is to continue our traditions, traditions that are a binding force to a great nation. Thanksgiving is a holiday and tradition that evokes thoughts of family, feast, and football. Football is the fiber of our Thanksgiving Day tradition. And often in the world of pro football, it's easy to forget that the game is played by a fascinating array of characters, each with their own particular life story to tell. But as we admire and appreciate the skills of these talented athletes on the football field, let us recognize and give thanks to every brave person off the field, our true heroes, heroes in obscurity and silence. Because of these heroes, we have tremendous freedom in our lives. And this is a time to find ways to share the best we have to offer. And never forget that throughout all the trials and tribulations in life, that we will always have heroes, hope, and home. The Pontiac Silverdome, the home of the Detroit Lions, Thanksgiving Day. As you look inside and the Lions get ready to entertain the Green Bay Packers, NFC Central Division rival. Pat Summerall here with John Madden. And John, this is, well, happy Thanksgiving, first of all, to all of you across the country. This is 21 years we've been sitting together and saying happy Thanksgiving to each other, and I'll say it again to you now. It's been great.
And happy Thanksgiving. And, you know, Thanksgiving is a traditional day, and I think now some of the things we take for granted, we don't take for granted anymore. And our tradition is being at a football game and turkey and turkey legs and turduckens and, you know, great football players, and there's no place that I would rather be than right here with you at this time, and it doesn't get any better than this.
This is our family. We've spent it together for some time now. Let's talk football. That's why we're here, after all. The Packers, first of all, lost to Atlanta last week. They're very upset after the game, particularly their leader, Brett Favre.
Yeah, he was upset. I think part of it, he was upset with himself that he threw 3 interceptions. The Packers lost to Atlanta. They had 4 turnovers. And Brett Favre was also upset with Bill Schrader. He felt that he quit on him, that he quit on some of his patterns, and that he didn't come back, that he didn't work. He said, I still respect him, and he said, I'm still going to throw the ball to him, but he can't quit on patterns anymore. So Brett Favre was so frustrated. He said that they played so lousy and undisciplined and didn't do the things they had to do. He wanted to go right back and play that night. Of course, he couldn't play that night, but he is going to be able to play today. Now, to me, the Packers have trouble when they play indoors. But when they are good, they're able to run the ball. And I think that Ahman Green has to be able to do that. Now, on defense, they're playing a team in the Detroit Lions that are 0-9. And you don't want to give them any life. I think especially early. You know, that this crowd could get in this game. It could be awfully loud, and their defense has to stop them. They can't let the Lions get off to a good start.
Well, for the Lions, like the Packers, it's been a short week. They played last Sunday. An 0-9 record, however, has been a long season. Forget about the short week. What do the Lions have to do, and how close are they to turning it around?
Well, you know, they've been in the last 3 out of 4 games. They've been in the fourth quarter, and they're a team that, you know, plays well a series, plays well another series, and then boom, they just play lousy for a series. One of the big things they're getting back today is their running back, James Stewart. James Stewart has been out for 4 weeks. He's been inactive for 4 weeks. They worked the other day. His ankle felt pretty strong. He said he could play. He is going to play and start today, and they need James Stewart because Charlie Batch only has 3 active wide receivers today, and he can't do it by himself with those wide receivers. He has to be able to run the ball to James Stewart. On defense, I think they just have to be consistent. I mean, we know about Brett Favre. We know about Ahman Green. But again, they play a series good, and then they play another series, but they don't tackle well. They're 29th in defense. They are going to get some opportunities to get turnovers. When they get them, they have to make good with them.
The ring of power, it has been found.
They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it.
They're coming.
The Lord of the Rings.
Are you frightened?
Yes.
Not nearly frightened enough.
Directed by Peter Jackson. Rated PG-13. Starts December 19th. Watch The Quest for the Ring special on Fox next Thursday, 8/7 Central.
Ford Thunderbird. Let the stories begin.
Last year I was on a cell phone. I said, make sure we have a backup for O'Neill. He heard Captain and Tennille. So that's when we got free and clear with Sprint PCS. Real clear calls and nationwide long distance included. So now, wherever we go, what do we have?
A backup for O'Neill.
The Sprint PCS free and clear plan with nationwide long distance included. Every minute, every day.
Come on, y'all, let's rock up. Go like a butterfly, sing like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble. Pump, 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 hitting them with the jab. You can go to Alabama, you can go to Sweden. Everybody knows that I am the champ. He know I'm great, he will fall in 8. I ain't scared of you, I ain't scared of you. I'm a bad man. You know I'm the greatest.
This film is not yet rated. Opens Christmas Day.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pat, the Green Bay Packers are upset at that disappointing loss they had to the Atlanta Falcons last week. All week long in practice, the theme has been get back to how we were, get back to winning, get back in sync. They all got to get on the same page. Brett Favre talked about that. John Madden, you mentioned that. Now, I talked to Brett. He said if we think we're a good team, we can't play like that here today in Detroit. I also talked to him about his back. He said it's sore, it's tight, but I'm going to try to work through it. Pat?
Well, he'll have an early chance. Favre drops the throw and completes his first pass. Corey Bradford. Let's look at the Green Bay Packer offense. The offensive line first. Stokes, Wally, Wall, Mike Flanagan, Marco Rivera, Mark Tauscher, Schrader, Amon Green, Henderson, Bubba Franks, the tight end, and Antonio Freeman. Amon Green gets a Packer first down. Scroggins, Ellis, Sean Rogers, and Robert Corchet. Barrett Green, a fine young linebacker, Chris Claiborne, and Alan Aldridge. And the secondary, Terry Fair and Todd Light. The corners, Schultz and Campbell. And safety. First down, Green Bay, just outside the 30.
You look at this. Detroit has 5 defensive linemen in there.
It worked. It worked.
Again, right here, 5 defensive linemen. That'll be for the run.
Screen pass. Amon Green, the intended target, but covered well by Detroit. Dorsey Levens is back with Favre, who lets fire in the direction of Schrader. He had to, hitting between the Lions and the Packers. It used to be the Packers every year. Charlie Batch back to throw. Upfield complete. Johnny Morton fumbles. And the Packers, I think, got it in the end zone, and it'll be their ball at the 20.
He's going to come across, and right there he comes in the end. Charlie Batch rolled to the right, hit him perfectly. But watch, the ball's going to be knocked out right there.
First and 10.
It goes into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback, and it'll be the Packers' ball, first and 10 on the 20-yard line.
Baju, who's playing in place of Leroy Butler, just knocked it loose.
He's in front of you. They're going to try and strip and rip it out and knock it out from behind.
That's about as well as I've ever seen it done. Favre outside to Freeman.
And that could have been the play for the Lions, and that's kind of been typical of their season, the yard line.
Two tight ends set up for Green Bay. Amon Green. He's got some speed to go with strength. Todd Light gets him out of bounds.
It's a league in that. In other words, where the first guy that hits him doesn't bring him down. See, there's contact right there. He has his first contact. So now all those yards up until that point will be what we call yak, or yards after the contact. See, they have a chance to get him right there. He gives a little straight arm, always carries the ball in his left arm, and always keeps those legs moving.
There's Amon Green again, straight ahead. Ball was loose. The ball was loose at the bottom of the pile.
You know, and if Amon Green does have one butt, his butt is he fumbles. They're going to go for the script, sometimes even before the tackle.
They faked him a Green. The ball's batted up in the air. He was the intended receiver. There's a flag on the play.
Of a Thanksgiving dinner.
Most enjoyable.
24 defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Todd Light.
You see Todd Light is right there. He didn't. I don't know that. Yeah, I guess his left hand has that face mask.
That's Charles Lee.
That 11-year veteran just grabs his face mask.
Favre out of the shotgun. Throws to Schrader. Schrader got a first down and more down to the 27.
Yeah, but you gave two pump fakes. And the third one, just let it go.
I went deep.
Let it fly.
There's Amon Green.
Well, he got one here.
Yep. He's in. Touchdown Green. That's one thing they couldn't let happen. Let him run wild.
Yep, going back to the Johnny Morton fumble, the ball going in the end zone, them not getting a touchdown. Green Bay getting the ball, giving him too many shots at you. You see, it's kind of that counter trade type of thing. He has two lead blockers, and the first thing he had was great patience. You see, they try and rip the ball out of there instead of going for the tackle.
Among his hands more.
Yeah, and that could be run or pass, and you can see why you want it in his hands. That's not a bad deal.
You can call this the Mike Phillips Hall of Fame. I'm a personal fitness trainer, and I feel the Ford Explorer offers agility, balance, and a lot of heart. Everybody assumes that Mike's driving because Mike's Explorer seats 7. Wild bunch of guys. See, that's me right there. You can say I do every sport. Well, almost every sport.
Boys will be boys. Let's face it.
The 2002 Explorer combines space, power, and attitude. Sheer perfection.
There are two things in the world that last longer than time. Love is one of them. A diamond is forever.
Detroit offense. First the offensive line. Backus, Simple, Beverly, Brendan Stye, and Matt Joyce. Stewart, Schlesinger, David Sloan, the tight end, and Scotty Anderson. And Charlie Batch, the quarterback.
Look at that 3-0 record versus the Packers in Detroit.
Stewart again, straight ahead to about the 29. Green Bay's defense. Terry Dotson, Gilbert Brown, some doubt about him, whether he'd be available today or not. And Vonnie Holiday, the linebackers Wayne Harris and Diggs. And in the secondary, Williams, Sharper, Jew, taking Leroy Butler's place, and Mike McKenzie.
Ran right by Gilbert Brown on that last running play.
Batch drops and throws. Checkoff outside this trail.
Stephen Trejo is an interesting guy. He's is a guy that that they would have used in that situation there to run the reverse.
Butler had shoulder surgery just a couple of days ago. Batch.
Be intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. Number 10, offense. There's no eligible receiver in the area of the forward pass. 10-yard penalty. Lots it down. Third down.
That box. And Charlie Batch got about as far as between the guard and the tackle as compared to the tight end.
Batch out of the spread. Pressure from the Packers. Pass caught by Larry Foster, but not nearly enough for the first.
That should get first down. John Wayne made a heck of a tackle.
John Jett back to punt to Alan Rossum. Short snap, Schlesinger around the corner. Schlesinger inside the Packer 25 to about the 24, 23. Out of bounds at that point.
When you're 0-9 and it's Thanksgiving Day, you have to do these types of things. Like Marty Morningwig got so carried away the other day, he said he's his best offensive player. The heck was that?
I don't know. A flag on the play.
It had to come before the ball was snapped.
The play clock said 0 long before. They even got up to the line.
The fingers sticking out. They had the thumb covered, and now he went in and he got all the fingers covered.
Batch drops it off to Schlesinger. Stays on his feet.
He will run you over.
He doesn't mind the collision, does he?
Anytime you get a 250-pound fullback out of the University of Nebraska who is from Nebraska, that's how they learn to play. I mean, they don't learn anything about out of bounds or sidelines or anything. Get the ball and turn it straight up and run right to the goal line. And if anything is in your way, just run over it.
And we'll try from 33 yards away. Jett is the holder. Hanson, one of the best. And he's good with this one. A lot of leg. That would have been good from 50 or 55. 7-3.
What we're doing here is a game.
And those are live bullets. And that's Amon Green. Ron Pitts.
Well, guys, the players love the throwback uniforms, but for an equipment man, it's kind of a nightmare because both teams normally wear white shoes and they're wearing black today. They both had to order 129 pairs of black shoes plus 100 backups. As far as the helmet's concerned, on Green Bay's side before the game, Brett Favre said, you know, I love the uniforms, but these helmets, the color coding, the color match is not right. They got to work on that. I think he may be right. Pat?
A few ricochet marks on Amon Green's helmet.
I'm surprised that Brett Favre was worried about the color of the helmets before a game.
And Brett Favre is down in the arms of Tracy Scroggins.
And
that five-man line.
And that's the one that they have to worry about is that pass rush. In fact, I got turkeys. I looked in there. I got turkeys on my bed.
I know.
I have like 5 or 6. I got crazy turkey. I got 2 or 3 turduckens. I got pies.
When I got on the bus this morning, there was no place to sit.
I know. We have crazy turduckens all over the place. Turkeys. Unbelievable.
Stewart into the secondary to the 45.
And you watch Schlesinger gets a pretty good lead there. Stewart makes a move to hold that linebacker. Then he makes another move to the outside. So part of it was a block. But watch this little move that he makes here. See, that's the one that holds the linebacker. He brought the linebacker that.
Batch gives to Schlesinger. And Schlesinger will cause a collision. Will bring a collision.
Throwback uniforms and then you get a throwback player, and Corey Schlesinger has to be a throwback player.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score: the Packers 7, the Lions 3. This Fox NFL special from Detroit will continue after these messages.
This holiday, give someone's DVD collection a whole new beginning. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on DVD. See and hear the film like never before. Star Wars Episode 1, the must-have DVD for any collection. Buy it today.
Get ready. A 2-day sale, that's so neat. Fa la 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 la. All the stuff you want for cheap. Fa la 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 la. Awesome deals you've got to see. Okay, make that dog stop staring at me. It's weird. Okay, I need some me time, puppy. Who's a good boy?
Behold the legendary Lord of the Rings. Behold Gandalf the Wizard. Behold Frodo the Hobbit. And now they're not just to behold, they're to be held. Now at Burger King, when you behold and buy a Whopper value meal, even when you hold the pickles, get a magical Lord of the Rings light-up glass goblet, just $1.99 each. Collect all 4 and behold Strider the Ranger and Arwen the Elf. They're all yours to have and to hold. The adventure begins here.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
Kind of scraped across Batch's face mask.
Third down. Here comes a Packer blitz. Pass is complete to Johnny Morton. That'll be enough for a first down. He lets you know. Might be their 2 best offensive players. 3-time turkey leg winner.
Yeah, he's won. In fact, the only one who won more turkey legs is Emmitt Smith, who won 4.
Schlesinger with turkey legs. We got a bunch of them on there.
Yeah, that's the deboned chicken stuffed in a deboned duck stuffed
put
in
a football in it.
Turkey. Yeah. And now here's the turkey. See, with the legs. So I always have to go through this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, everyone knows that. Here, I can't catch it because we had a heck of a time catching that turkey when he was alive. And now when he's like that, we're having a heck of a time.
With all those legs, you can see why.
And the reason they're bigger this year, there's a flag right
on
there.
The play.
Intentional grounding.
And I never...
Number 10, threw the ball directly.
I never understood the explanation.
The foul occurred more than 10 yards, so the ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Loss of down. Third down.
That's a tough penalty.
Yeah, I don't know why they can't. I mean, there's a receiver was right there. Yeah. And I guess because he threw at his feet. You know, what's the alternative for the quarterback? And you can't.
An interception.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said at the meeting. You can't throw it higher. It'll be an interception.
Pass up the middle to Schlesinger.
That's a dumb rule. I mean, there's nothing else that Charlie Batch could have done, and wasn't like there wasn't a receiver in that area that gets that visualization. And the kick.
Plenty of leg. And good. Jason Hansen, 54 yards out. Green Bay 7, Detroit 6. First and 10 from their own 22. Favre to throw it. Guns it up. To Bubba Franks, the tight end.
One thing that does is it gets those Lions out of that 5-man line.
Favre deep. Flag on the play.
Flapping, and the way they're going, it has to be against the pack. No, it's against the Lions. They were
pass interference.
They misread it.
Defense number 32. Ball
Ryan
replaced the spot of the foul. First down.
See, it's right here. You see Westbrook, he starts out there. He's okay now. He's okay now. He's okay now. He's okay. I think he's okay all the way.
I think if he didn't fall down.
Okay, but he's okay there.
He would have been fine.
Well, you see that right arm? They call that an arm bar. And an arm bar is illegal, so they had to say that they caught the arm bar.
This for Green Bay this time. Favre drops. Throws underneath to Dorsey Levens. Dorsey gets a few yards, not enough for a first.
And they like to get him one series in the first half and one series in the second half.
Ryan Longwell from 46 yards out. Lines it good. That one never got very high, but it was good. And the Packers add 3. Makes it 10-6. Quarterback Mike McMahon. We were just talking about him.
And this is Marty Morningweg's plan. He's a rookie out of Rutgers. Has great speed and a strong arm.
Here's the speed. But Baju can run too, can't he? Flag on the play. Oh, no.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, number 54. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It wasn't on Baju. He's okay.
It wasn't? I think it was.
They said 54.
Oh, they did?
No, 54 didn't do anything.
He didn't touch anybody.
Unless that was in another area. But anyway, Mike McMahon, they really like this guy. I mean, because he has the things that you're looking for. He's a little immature, maybe a lot immature, but he has the tools.
Stewart. Into Packer territory, stopped, and finally taken out of bounds by Mike McKenzie.
Here, you see it's a little counter. He starts to his right, then comes back to his left. Gets a little block there, and here, right here, he just keeps running until they get him out of bounds. Just run very well. Counter to the right, bring it back to the left.
Stewart, hit immediately. Did well by Niall Diggs.
Is coming with that velocity and unblocked, you are going to have one big contact.
You can probably hear it. Here's McMahon. Deep, incomplete, good coverage there by McKenzie.
And Gannon had good speed too. I remember when he came out of Delaware, Rich Gannon, they wanted to make him a wide receiver.
Yep, same way.
Yep, and he was drafted by the Patriots, and he wouldn't play there because they wanted to make him a receiver, and he went to Minnesota.
Back to throw again, dumps it. Lamont Warren is number 25, and he gets enough for a Detroit first down. That was a pretty successful series so far. Here's that same counterplay by Stewart. This time there's no bite by the Packers.
Snap when you show him on television.
2nd and 11. Well, he's got a position of responsibility. Here's McMahon.
Flags all over the play. Was talking to him.
Holding, 79 offense. 10-yard penalty, remains second down.
Eric Beverly, the center, called for holding.
Hasn't been doing well the last 4 or 5 games because now they know who he is. And he's going against Jeff Backus here, the rookie #1 draft choice for the Lions. They played in the first regular season game, and Bajabiamila did a pretty good job against him. Look, in the first 4 games, 9 sacks, last 5, just 1 sack.
A lot of speed. Here's McMahon coming out of the box in that direction, chased down by Jim Flanagan. Got him around the ankles.
He was so happy with that play.
Amon Green doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's watch it here, Pat. We'll watch it on the clicker. Here's Flanagan. Watch him there. He hits strip. Now, if Randy Moss did that, that'd be like a $40,000 fine. But he hits it and knocks his head sideways.
That's right. Green lost a yard.
Look out!
Favre is hit. The ball is loose. Touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit. Detroit just went ahead. James Hall.
You see,
bang.
He comes right up the middle. That was Claiborne right up the middle. The middle linebacker. Hall gets the ball, but they had a stun in the middle. And watch, they don't block Claiborne. And that's when you call it delayed blitz. He lets that stunt go, and then Claiborne just waits. He's a middle linebacker, and he just waited and came in there late.
They're going to review. This has been challenged by Mike Sherman, which would, if it were a fumble, give Detroit the ball at the 3.
And you're going to see, here's Chris Claiborne coming right here. That's a fumble. See what they're doing is they're saying if the arm is going forward, then it's an incomplete forward pass. But, I think it has to be a touchdown.
After reviewing the play, The ball started moving in the quarterback's hand before he hit down. Therefore, it is a fumble recovered by Detroit and a touchdown.
And a touchdown.
Green Bay is charged a timeout.
Green Bay 13-10 with 3:43 left before the half. Back at the Silverdome.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
4 wide receivers set up. Favre out of the shotgun. Fakes, gives to Amon Green. That's why Favre lines up so short. Bubba Franks, the man in motion. Favre throws quickly, complete to Freeman. First down, Green Bay.
Maybe later you get Bill Schrader involved in it.
Favre drops. Goes outside for Amon Green. Flag on the play. They're going to get him for intentional grounding, I think.
I don't know
holding.
that or roughing. I think it's a fed him. Yeah.
Oh. There were 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, number 25 of the defense. Helmet-to-helmet contact after the play was over. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 91, defense, taking the quarterback's head and driving it into the ground. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Stuff, but I don't think Brett Favre has been fired up until now, and I don't know that you want to fire Brett Favre.
I don't think so. Here's Amon Green with a blocker in front. Close to first down yardage. Barrett Green knocked him out of bounds.
Flush Favre out.
Favre up the middle. Antonio Freeman, as you said, you got to get him involved.
And that was a perfect time. He's going to leave something open. He puts everything into it.
Doesn't take long for it to get there. That's Freeman again. Inside the 15.
Yeah, I think this is a big thing for the Packers is fake a run. You don't go a play pass. Not in this situation.
2 wide receivers split right. Freeman and Schroeder. And that's Corey Bradford, who was split to the left. Seconds.
They want to score a touchdown and not let the Lions have any time.
Favre fires. Flag. Charles Lee, the receiver. Sean Rogers is another young player they like very much. Favre looking, lofting, touchdown. David Martin.
Freeman, when they get here, it's tight end.
Defense, number 96.
Against Detroit, so the touchdown will stand.
Touchdown.
James Hall.
James Hall, the guy that got the touchdown. I would say that he held. That's tough right there. You just no one held anyone out there.
We'll see how far he can throw it.
Swing it out of there.
Threw it far enough. Incomplete. That's the end of the first half with the score: the Packers 17, the Lions 13. This Fox NFL special will continue from Detroit after these messages and a word from your local Fox station.
It's the Fox Thanks for Giving Us Adam Sandler 2-night film feast.
Everybody on the dance floor.
Tonight, laugh your dinner off.
Somebody get some pants on that kid.
When Drew Barrymore falls for The Wedding Singer. And tomorrow, come back for seconds.
Will somebody get you to the Happy Meal?
When he lowers the standards.
What's your name? He'll write it on the wall.
For raising a kid.
Hey, you guys wear the same size t-shirt.
Big Daddy, 2 tasty Adam Sandler world broadcast premieres. Starting tonight on Fox.
Whoopity-doo!
It's different down here. Madden NFL 2000. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Rated E for everyone.
Adolphus Busch started making Budweiser 125 years ago.
He purposely brewed Budweiser as a smooth, refreshing, premium lager. 5 generations later, we couldn't be more proud to be America's favorite beer.
Let me pour one.
This Bud's for you. And you and you and you. This Bud's for you. And you and you and you. This Bud's for you.
Never seen these, huh? Oh, I've seen them. What I haven't seen is this director's cut or these deleted scenes. Seen them? Yes, I have. And no, I have not.
Passionate about DVDs? The best way to DVD is Blockbuster. Now Blockbuster has more DVDs to rent than ever, like Planet of the Apes.
Get me the spaceman. Bow your head!
Rent it now on DVD and VHS at Blockbuster. Bringing entertainment home.
Excuse me, these cash register buttons you sold me are worn out.
Stress fracture. What are you using them for?
My chicken sandwich for 99 cents. Well, plus my entire 99-cent menu. You know, burgers and tacos and breakfast biscuits and...
These are JR20s. They're not designed for a 99-cent menu with so many items. These are junk. You need the XL99. Military-grade titanium.
Ooh.
Kickers. You gotta keep them in their place, Warren. Timmy, go bye-bye.
Fox NFL Sunday, this week, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific.
You know, in Russia, that's one of the things they wanted to do. They had 107 yards, but the thing that Marty Morningweg was talking about that really hurt him, look at the penalties there. They've had 9 penalties for 106 yards, and that was big on that last drive.
Got up over 400.
He's still big enough. Yeah, he was talking about that to Pam Oliver today.
Now he's down 338, and Stewart with room still on his feet, and James Stewart to the Packer 25.
James Stewart, he's going to take the ball. Again, he gets a lead by Corey Schlesinger right there. You see, he waited, and right there he gets a block on Baoju, and that's the thing that broke him. There was no contain on that. Stewart just outrunning.
That's a good block by Beverly. That's a tough job to cut off Gilbert Brown.
That would have gotten the Lions off to a lot better start than they got off to.
Morton's the man in motion. It's intercepted by the Packers, by Nate Wayne. Never had a chance. There were 2 Packers there. He's out of bounds.
The whistle blew down there, but this is the type of thing. This is why the Lions are 0-9, and this is the thing that's been plaguing them all year. I mean, Packers, I mean, they're a team that is really built to play on grass outside. And you look at their home record, look at their grass record, and look at their turf record. There has to be something to it.
Pass is caught on the sideline by Schrader.
Has and keeps control of the ball.
1st and 10, Green Bay. Green again. Inside the 35 to about the 34. Let's go down to Ron Pitts.
Pat, I talked to Mike Sherman coming out at halftime. He said obviously the biggest problem is protection. We got to do a better job against that 5-man line.
And here's that 5-man line.
Favre gets it up to Amon Green, who's got nothing but daylight in front of him, and a Packer touchdown. We got to get the ball to that guy.
Yep, they got the ball to that guy. It was a 5-man line. There's no way that they can slide against a 5-man line. They had to man it. They man. Everyone has a man, a little play fake, and then the guy that he play faked to, Amon Green, just goes through, and that's what they call a check down or check through. Just
his 2nd touchdown of the day. Green Bay's lead is now 24-13. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. The Packers 24, the Lions 13. This Fox NFL special from Detroit We'll continue after a word from your local Fox station.
There's a light in your soul. It says you're one of a kind. Don't never let it go. Be original, an individual, yeah, like Dr. Pepper. Be you, do what you do. Dr. Pepper, be you, do what
Be sure to pick up Garth's new album, Scarecrow, wherever great music is sold.
Gobble, gobble. Hear that? Gobble, gobble. You might have had your lion's share of that Thanksgiving dinner, but you won't be able to sleep until you answer the siren call of that leftover turkey sandwich. That's right. Now you're living the high life.
Know what I love about Thanksgiving, Howie?
The turkey terry.
And?
Parades.
And?
Football.
The big sales the day after.
And football.
Tomorrow morning only from 7 a.m. to noon, Radio Shack's incredible early bird savings. A portable CD player with car kit is just $37. An RCA 4-in-1 universal remote control, just $5. A Sharp organizer, also $5. And cool Insectibot toys are just $12 each. Tomorrow morning at participating Radio Shacks.
Hey, Bob, did you play football in high school?
I did. I played front line.
Well, what position?
I was the front line.
Come into Money Tree and get a payday loan from $50 to $1,000 in just minutes. Plus, Money Tree cashes all types of checks, and money orders are always free with every payday loan or check cashing transaction. Select locations are open extended hours to better serve you.
Money Tree, your cash solution.
Space camp for your daughter, priceless. Grand Prix lessons for your dad, priceless. A celebrity chef for your sister, priceless. Getting them something that wasn't on their list, priceless. Use your MasterCard and you could win 5 priceless gifts, including an African safari. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
When a teacher's personal life is put to the test,
what the hell is this?
He will do something so shocking.
You're all action and no talk.
It will take the entire school.
Danny Hansen was arrested last night.
By surprise.
Is the guy dead?
All new Boston Public Fox Monday.
Destiny's Child, Shaggy, NSYNC, Sting, Janet Jackson, and more at the 2001 Billboard Music Awards, live Tuesday, December 4th on Fox.
In the first Super Bowl that we did together was here.
Right here. You sat on my headset.
Yeah, that's how the game started. I was so proud of myself. You just stood there and looked at me, and I wondered why you didn't have your headset on. And you were pointing to me, and I was sitting on it. And the bad part is I didn't even know it.
And I wore it, and it was bent out of shape. This is Antonio Freeman from Favre. By Todd Light.
And he was wide open. When you give Brett Favre that much time.
We're talking about before, if you got a go-to guy, you got to know where he's going to be.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. And Brett Favre is trying to get on him and say, you can't do that to me. You have to be where I expect you to be. But then on the other hand, and I don't like what you did last Sunday, but then on the other hand, I still have confidence in you because we still have a season to go and we're fighting for playoffs.
And we need your speed. And that he has. Pass from Bradford incomplete.
They were the first enforcer?
At first. Later they were in Los Angeles, not those guys, but Larry Foster was back deep that time, and Green Bay downs it at about the 2. Turf was hard. Lamont Warren has taken his place. Packers fire against Batch. Ball is loose. About 5 people had a shot at it.
If the Packers get it, it's a touchdown.
If the Lions get it,
it's a safety. There's going to be some Packer points either way. It's a safety. Lions got it.
Yep.
But Bajabiamila is a guy that comes in behind and strips Charlie Batch. John Theory had it there, and then it was knocked out of his hands. See, Theory picks it up, and it was just knocked out of his hands. Wade is right there. He goes to fall on it, and it bounces there. McBride misses it.
It's amazing. The ball is right there. It's amazing how that many people can try to fall on it and not get it.
Fumble in the end zone for a safety.
Favre hits Bubba Franks crossing from the other side.
That's one of the things that the Packers haven't done a lot of, and Brett Favre hasn't done a lot of, is where he's going to run to his left. You see him bootleg and bootleg out to his left and throw. Usually when he would bootleg to his right. And everyone was playing that, but they wanted to get it where he can do more.
Watch him after the throw, John. What? Just after the throw.
I know, 90. Well, look at the throw. Yeah. I mean, that's not a perfect spiral, but
still backing up back down to our left down here, facing backwards.
And kickers do that.
Favre drills it to Freeman.
Yeah, I think the key word, Pat, was drill. That was one that you could hear. Did you hear that ball when it hit Antonio Freeman? The house, you know, you dress and you go outside, you have to think, I'm looking pretty good. Yeah. I wonder how they could have been thinking that.
Favre back to Green. Green loses yardage. Sean Rogers in pursuit. The big shotgun formation, 3rd and about 12. And a handoff to Levens. To the 20 or 21. And the field goal team will make its appearance.
And has been brought in here to turn this thing around, and we've known Matt Millen for a long time and respect him as much as anyone, and he's going to. I mean, he's the right guy for the job, and he's going to get it done. But I'll tell you this, it's a big job.
Longwell hits the field goal from 39 yards away, and it's 29-13. There goes John Jett, the punter.
Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays.
I think the tryptophan got half that crew, and I think the tryptophan got her.
Somebody tryptophan.
After any of those goals, so there could be something there, too.
There could be an ingredient somewhere.
It's how you play.
Slides short of a first down. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3. Turkey has made it to the arena.
It's a turkey, yeah. The cable. But anyway, I think Brett Favre has to get one of them.
Oh, sure. Amon Green, maybe?
Amon Green has to.
McMahon in a sandwich. Billy Lyon first there. Holding against Green Bay.
So defensive holding will be an automatic first down. Look at that turkey, man. That's ready to go.
Holding defense number 34.
That looks good.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
McMahon. Schlesinger. And the Packers swarm.
I would have liked to have given one to Schlesinger, too. I mean, just kind of, you know, throwback uniforms, throwback day, Thanksgiving, a throwback player, but Clark's just trying to get back to line. How you doing, man? Just trying to get back to line of scrimmage.
We also had a
slam down in your head, just shake some things around there. Brett Favre looked like he caught on fire or caught some fire.
On 4th, they're going. McMahon.
Getting rid of it.
Complete to Morton, and that'll get him a first down. Thrown on the run.
That's the thing that he can do. When
Matt doesn't look like Matt with a handful of face like that, does he?
No, he doesn't.
McMahon. On the hop.
We talked about the fire that was lit under them.
Yep.
But now they have an advantage because if you win, then for the Packers, it's like having an extra bye.
A rocket from McMahon.
Oh, Mike
Anderson.
Mike McKenzie, the corner, was way too lax on that play. Right. So it's like a second bye, and when you're getting ready for a playoff challenge, that's a good thing to have. And with Chicago beating Tampa Bay last week and Green Bay losing, do it see your breath?
It's late for the frost to be on the pumpkin. But you're right. It's been sort of an Indian summer in this part of the country and just about everywhere, in fact.
Out of something.
McMahon fell down, tripped over one of his own players, and now the Packers have him down. His flag down the field.
And that's in the area, as you say, downfield, where it would be defensive holding. It can't be pass interference because there's no pass. So the only thing it could be if it's against the defense would be defensive holding.
Personal foul. Face mask. 90 of the defense. Half the distance. Automatic first down.
Called against Vonnie Holiday.
They're not going to be a playoff team. They have none of those things to play for.
Schlesinger to about the 4.
Okay. Packers tight ends are pretty big when they get on the goal line.
Here's the quarterback draw to McMahon. He gets down to about the 1. Nate Wayne saw it coming, but McMahon still got something out of it. Left. He lofts it into the corner of the end zone, incomplete, but there's a flag down over there.
And you can tell right there that Tyrone Williams, number 37, is saying it's on him. He's not arguing like it's on the other guy. He's arguing that they're going to call it on him already.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
Interference. Defense, number 37.
Triplett just hit Johnny Morton.
Placed at the 1-yard line.
No, they're going to run on this one.
Touchdown. That's Lamont Warren. Minute 17 seconds left. The Lions.
And I think to make
go for 2.
One score, they have to go for 2 because they would need 2 scores.
Here's McMahon. They make the 2 as he dances his way into the end zone.
Yeah, that's what he can do. He's a pretty exciting guy and a pretty excitable guy. Is going to happen.
Hansen kicks it with his left foot, gets it on the ground. The ball's loose, and the Lions almost had it, and I think they did get it.
They did get it at the end,
and they got it deep in Packer territory. Todd Light recovered it,
and now who goes in at quarterback? To stop the clock. So if you do, they stop the clock, but then they run 10 seconds off.
They have 10 seconds, 2 timeouts remaining. Lofts it in the corner. Touchdown, Lamont Warren. Can you believe this?
I don't think they called it a touchdown.
No, they did not.
I don't think so. No, I think they were saying that he was out of bounds.
Let's have a look.
Lamont Warren, again, the ball is inside. The pylon is out of bounds.
Yep. Oh, they run out of
play. Take time out. Oh, they didn't do it. Oh.
Now he gets out of bounds. The catch is made out of bounds. They didn't challenge it from upstairs before they ran.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that. There's a replay booth.
Yep.
They have to stop it. They can't do it now because there's been a play.
That's
I have no idea why they didn't stop it. If Triplets had that headset on more than one would want, he's going to have it.
We are reviewing the ruling on the field at the catch at the sideline on the last play.
Well, he's just emphasizing what you said. This one right here.
Yeah. Both feet.
There goes the ball out. No, it didn't come out. Looked as if it did.
No, the ball's in. He has a left foot down. I don't know if he dragged the right foot or not. It looked like he was trying to put it down.
Yep.
And he was pushed out. But he didn't have both feet down. Another touchdown and another 2-point play, and they darn near had the touchdown part of that.
Yes, they did.
After reviewing the play, the receiver had possession of the ball in the air with both feet off the ground. The left foot hit the ground, but the right toe did not, and was pushed out of bounds. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass. It will be 4th down and 9 at the 30-yard line.
He was talking about that same thing. We were talking about that toe. You know, was that toe down or not? That was awfully close to the turf.
That
Mike McMahon brings some exciting football.
Yes, he does. 4th and 8. McMahon scrambling, firing, touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
This guy's something. This is unbelievable.
Now they got to go for 2.
And they have to get 2 now.
And if they get 2, we'll go to overtime.
Mike McKenzie jumped on that thing. It was like a hook and go. Mike McKenzie jumped on the hook. Anderson just went right by him.
And that's what happens when you got a quarterback running around back there.
And a quarterback that can run.
10 seconds remaining in regulation.
This has been fun.
Here's McMahon. And the Packers chase, the Packers miss, and now it's a foot race. McMahon throws, lobs it back, and incomplete. He had David Sloan, he couldn't get it to him. Wibaja Biamila was one of the 2 that were chasing him, and he can run.
Yeah, the first guy that broke through there was Flanagan.
Made him run.
Flanagan. And when he was going to the right, Flanagan broke through and made him redirect and go back to the left.
Now here we go with the onside kick again. To the right. And the Packers, Sharper feels it and kneels with it. 9 seconds left, and Favre comes back out.
And Favre has to take a snap here because
feels like
automatic timeout at change of possession.
We'll have our presentation of the Turkey Leg Award when we come back, which will be just a moment. 29-27, the Packers by 2.